other people might see us, and that would be a good thing if we're in business. So, okay, it's Jeff's in the Philippines. There's very good. Okay, welcome to AI, the cool stuff. We're going to talk about today. It's kind of an update. It's on social media posts, but that's the end result. But really, I'm talking about getting, and it works for all of them, and I'm basing it on something Jeff's doesn't look like Jeff's here at the moment, but talk about a webinar we were on last night, and it was it's about getting the AI to sound like you. So some people may call it training it, or otherwise you can just do. But I'll show you how to do that. But I'm going to demonstrate on ChatGPT, but it works equally well on the others as well, on Google and on Claude. So I don't know about Perplexity. It probably would. So but we don't know about that. All right, Jeff, you there? Okay. Well, to start with, we'll go around the room and see where we go.
Leave me. I'm having camera trouble.
Oh, right. Okay. No worries. There's we can. You see how I spoke to him in Australian then? It's right. We'll go around the room and just tell us a bit about your business and any cool stuff you've found out this week with AI. That would be incredible. So I'll start with. I'll just go around my screen. So I'm going to start with Ian. If you want to tell us about you, what you do, and
so I teach an ingenious alternative to selling. So one of the biggest frustrations for solopreneurs is they haven't got enough clients. They're not getting enough discovery calls, and too many of their discovery calls are fizzling out. So what's the solution? Get better at selling. Unfortunately, 90% hate selling. They see sales as sleazy, dishonest, greedy, manipulative. They're not confident selling themselves. So for 25 years, I found, as the salesman that hated selling myself, I found ways to remove selling from sales. So that's what I do. I'm Ian Genius with an Ian Genius alternative to selling.
Brilliant. Thanks, Ian. Because I was always told once you set off the salesman alarm, that's it, you're finished. So it's about not setting that off, isn't it? So Jane, tell us about you.
Hi everyone. Jane here from a company called Invicta Linux. We do IT solutions for small and medium-sized businesses with a strong focus on privacy and security. So we specialize in Linux and open source. We do private clouds and lots of open source software. So there you go. And AI, love it. Still enjoying the journey. It seems to be so much hype around that at the moment, though. I mean, everywhere you go, everywhere you do, they're talking about AI and trying to sell AI and invest in AI. And yeah, it's like the South Sea bubble, I reckon. But I think it is going to fundamentally change the way we work. But it's just another tool. Anyway, that's me. I'll shut up now. Thanks, David.
It is, yeah. And some of these people are charging £1,000 for something you could go on YouTube and get for now, So it's but anyway, Mike, tell us about you.
Yeah, so I'm a financial planner, but I use AI as part of my support systems. I'm using a product called NowSite, which is frankly brilliant. It does all the things I need to do quite comfortably. It also trains, and I'd be interested to hear what Dave's got on that. Good today. And they're introducing new things all the time. It's constantly evolving. The latest one I've got active is a thing called Selfie AI, which is we take a picture, pop the picture into the system, and the system comes up with a comment for going on to whichever one of the media you want to put it on. And it still uses your own language. I mean, I don't know if anybody ever looks at my stuff, but I did a picture of Maserati the other day, and it came up with a marvelous marvelous comment about the thing and about me as well, which I thought was really nice. So I like it. I'm happy with it. I enjoy AI.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mike. Michael.
Yeah, hello everybody. This is one of my new businesses. I'm promoting events, and you'll see at the top of the chat there, you must watch this. This guy who's promoting his webinar on May the 1st is called Simon Coulson. He's got an internet business school. He's made 40 million pounds online. This is absolutely brilliant, this webinar. It's free to join. You can register there. Everything is there. Please don't miss it. You won't be disappointed. He goes into the background of AI, and I'll give you one or two other things he talks about. What's all the excitement about it? What does it mean for us? What are the big opportunities? 4 top strategies for making money and how you can make $100,000. And also he talks about 22 jobs that are at risk. It's quite frightening, actually. But please watch this. You won't regret it. And it's free.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Dave.
Morning, everyone. I'm Dave Caudle. I'm an independent career coach. My whole business is about helping people go to work with a smile on their face. So most people don't understand fully what the skills are they've got, never mind consider which ones they actually enjoy using. So I help them work out what those are and what they need from work, which is the bit they don't think about. And then go out to the job market and either create that in the line of business they're already doing, or to make a career change. AI is really interesting, actually, because it's a big part of a lot of people's jobs and their careers, and they need to embrace that. So as a career coach, I need to help them do that. And there's some really interesting tools as well. We've had AI interview practice tools around for a while now, and they're quite sophisticated, but just come across one this week, which I haven't investigated more yet, but it allows them to put a CV in, and it will create a mock interview based on their CV. So I think that's quite an interesting development in that area, and it will help my clients to self-coach to some extent, at least on preparing for interviews. So that's me. I'm Dave Caudle. I'm an independent career coach.
Okay, good, thanks. Yeah, I did see something the other day that somebody I follow, I think it was Matt Wolf or somebody like that, where they were talking about careers, and this thing was actually automatically updating your CV and sending it to potential employers if it was within your thing. So you could be applying for jobs you didn't know you were applying for.
That could be a little bit dangerous. I think I want to know what's been sent to an employer before.
Yeah, I think I would too. So it sounded dodgy, but obviously they think it's a great idea. Good. Simon.
Hello, I'm Simon Red, AMZ. I train people in Excel. I fix broken spreadsheets. I design spreadsheets, and I answer questions. So I don't feel I'm being replaced by AI, because AI sounds rather like the thing where I've been working in big computer departments most of my life, and sort of thing where somebody else writes something and then there's a whole team of people who have to fix the final end. There's a saying in computing that 95% of the work takes 95% of the time, and the remaining 5% takes the other 95%.
Very good. Thanks, Simon. Jeff.
Hello, guys. Camera's solved. I'm Jeff Veal, the business guru from downtown Manila. I've got a large team here, guys, and we use a lot of AI on a daily basis, and probably saves most of my clients about 20 hours a week. So we're on a learning curve. As you know, something comes out new every day, and it just blows your mind as to what's out there at the moment. Oh, by the way, David, did you go last night to Jonathan's thing?
He was speaking about the exact thing I was going to talk about today. But so I will. I've pinched some of his webinar yesterday, but we'll refer it back to him. I'll put a link to that webinar still there on obviously on social media and YouTube. I will put a link to his YouTube replay on the list afterwards.
Fantastic! I'm glad you found value from it.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, because it was stuff I thought I already knew, and then there was extra bits on there that I thought that I'll mention today as well, which is really good. So Andy.
Yeah, sure. Andy from A1 Webstats. I help companies understand where they're going wrong with their websites. That includes showing them the companies that go to the website, company names. It shows the home addresses of people who go to websites. But most of all, I help them understand from an AI point of view where things could be heading in the future and what they've got to look out for, search engines, etc. Agree very much with what Jane was saying. So many experts out there, so many people saying something. What a load of Jesus. I think the ones that get it clever, I mean, take this group, for example, right? Bite-sized things like the ZWP thing we were talking about a few weeks ago. I had a go of that. There's value. Most people are actually thinking, how much of a difference is this thing going to make to me now? This person going to make to me now? Let me get something small, bite-sized, and then build on it, and the trust builds from there. A load of these people are out there saying, have all this stuff, go on this hour webinar. People haven't got time for that shit. They just want little bits that are going to make a difference now. So that's what I'm looking out for.
Yeah, because they will spend a couple of hours trying to sell you stuff, and it's all.
Who's got that time? You need AI to watch the AI things to
all
condense it down.
Actually, if it is on YouTube, you can use AI to say, "Give me a summary of that YouTube video," which is because usually they spend so long. So I've got a water leak. Right, okay. Orlando, I haven't seen you for ages, mate. Where you been? Well, welcome back, and tell us about you.
Morning, David. Thank you. And hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Orlando Pelicano, and I run Data Ops, and we're a custom software development company that work with medium to large businesses to help automate their business processes with software. A rare day off today in the week, and I saw this pop up in my email, so I thought I'd join. Lots of my clients are asking for AI in our solutions, and trying to point them to the problem they're trying to solve with it rather than just having AI. So yeah, I thought I'd join and see what you guys have been up to.
All right, thanks, Orlando. Sorry, I had to dash off there. My water bottle started leaking, so I've had to put it in a glass. Okay.
That's right. Is that a euphemism? It might be your age, mate. Go to the doctors.
It could be, yeah. Yeah, we're getting to that stage. Yeah, okay. Good, excellent. Right, what I was going to talk about, there was three things. I was going to talk about avatars, and we're going to talk about creating social media posts, but it's really about getting the chat GPT and whatever you use to sound like you. So I know it's and I'm going to cover chatbots as well if we've got time. Otherwise we'll do that next week, but I think we'll have time, because I think chatbots are really interesting because they can be really helpful on your website, and they can be quite intuitive as well. So we will talk about those. Right, I'm going to share my screen. If anybody wants to make a comment, just butt in. You know, it's fine. ChatGPT. Oh, there it is. We used it by now. Okay, let's go down here. So what we want to do is something we talked about before is creating prompts, but it's about creating prompts that this is something Jonathan Mars was talking about. This is something I was going to talk about as well. I was going to go over it again because originally we were using Myers-Briggs, but there are a lot more things you can put in there as well. So what we're going to do is create a new prompt. So going to ChatGPT, you can do this on Claude or Google. It's all fine. I want to create. Want to create a prompt tag. Oh, everyone's picture show. Right, I need to rearrange my windows. Apologies for this. Tag. Tells ChatGPT about my personality type. And my style, so that it can create content.
Sorry, David, are we supposed to be seeing something at the moment?
Yeah. You're not seeing anything?
I can't. No, I can just see the "How can I help you today" screen, and I can't.
It's very low on the screen. That's what it is. Where you're typing the prompt in.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Oh yes, I can see what the top line. So.
Oh, can you see? Okay. Shall I make that?
Yeah, it shows us I want to create a prompt tag, that line, and then not below that.
Okay. Okay. Why is it doing that? Let me stop the share and start it again. And see if you get the whole screen. Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Can
seeing.
you see? Can create contents that sounds like it was written by me.
It might be your screens or the way you're viewing, but I can see the whole thing on mine because I've got it full screen.
Right. Okay.
I'm seeing it all.
I'm Inf J on Myers-Briggs. Like authors for NM Cooper, and I want to say Douglas Adams, although there are others, but I'm just doing this for the thing. Now, with this Myers-Briggs, I don't know if people saw it when we did it before, but you can get your personality type from various websites. You can do a free personality test on there's a website here called 16personalities.com. You can take the Myers-Briggs test, which seems to be the most valuable one. There are various other websites as well that will give you a result of a personality test, and ChatGPT and the others will know what that means. So there's a Colby index test. So there's another one called high5test.com. You can take the Colby test for free there as well, and that will give you a number about your strengths and weaknesses. There's no right or wrong with these things. There's the Enneagram as well, personality test. Now, I haven't done these yet because this is something I found out from Jonathan Mast last night, that there are, and that there's 4. There's also the DISC personality test, which you can take as well. And I seem to have lost the page. I think it's something like discpersonality.com. Personality poll. Yeah. So that's what. So then you can add in all of those into this, creating this prompt tag. So and you can, and in this section you need to add in as much as you possibly can. You can say that I admire the style of, think of a famous, give me, what's that Guy Robbins, what's he called?
Tony
Mark.
Robbins.
Mark Robbins. Do you mean him?
No.
The
Tony.
massive bloke.
You mean the one in Morecambe Mindy, the comedian in Morecambe Mindy?
No. Who Robbins? What did you say before?
Tony Robbins.
Sorry, it's not coming across. You got more. What did you say again?
Mark Robbins.
Mark Robbins. Oh, that's
Anthony Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
Yeah, Tony Robbins. You're absolutely right. Nothing like Mark.
Tony Robbins. That's right. I admire the style of Tony Robbins. so let's put that in there. But you can put in everything you can think of there. Things that you like, things that you don't like. Let me just share that screen again. Otherwise, I think my brain's a bit fuzzy today. So that then you send that message and it will go ahead. I haven't missed anything over, Jeff. That was more or less what he said, wasn't it? But in here, he
What's INFJ?
that's the tag you get from 16personalities.com. So when you do 16personalities.com, you can see the different personalities here. And INFJ is an advocate, is what known as an advocate. They're intuitive and feeling personality types, which apparently is me. But there's different levels of there are different. There's no good or bad in these. So if you're an NJ, it says a commander, logician, int P. So you sort of go through these different things. You just do this test. You just answer those questions honestly. Don't answer it how you want other people to see you. Just answer it, your honest feelings and your honest sort of reactions and personality, and then you'll get a genuine thing. And it can be quite spooky. It can be quite spooky about how accurate it is just using that. But we can put, I'm also this personality type, I'm putting that in there, and I'm a Colby, I put your score in there as well, and that'll give you a different thing. So, and we can, normally, if you put in lots more information, which I didn't want to spend ages putting it in, but you can have this can be quite a long prompt. So then it will produce something a bit shorter. That's quite short, so I can use that. But we can also ask it to please optimize this for ChatGPT using appropriate delimiters to indicate ChatGPT that the relevant points from this. Please endeavour to make it as short and efficient as possible, something closer to computer code than English. And I'll tell you why in a second, why I want it to do that, even though this is quite short anyway. So this is a compacted code. So now I can copy that. And then I can go to, if I go to my name down the bottom, I can go into the settings. And it's not settings. It's my GPTs. Customize. That's it. What would you like GPT to know about you to provide better responses? I can just paste that in there. And then you can also put your name and your business name in there as well. And then you can, but if you're creating content for other people, you got to remember to turn it off before you do that. But it's you can create these little short codes for clients as well if you're creating content for them, and we might want to paste that in there as well. So so now I don't need to key that in again because it will always be in there while it's switched on. So
David, with those settings, could you, because obviously I might write as myself or might write as different people.
Yeah.
Could you, would it let you create your own GPTs and have settings per GPT, or is the settings just for everything?
I've created, yes, you could create a GPT for each individual person, because
Yeah.
I've got one that's it's called Creative Companion. I don't know if I can edit it. Okay. Cannot configure. Okay. Before, yeah. This is this is my GPT, and in the
Got it.
instructions you can just add it in the instructions.
Yeah, so you don't have to change your overall settings to do it. You
No,
can just do it in
no.
these.
And then you can
Okay.
create a separate GPT for each individual client.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Very
that's
cool.
that's a good point, actually. So
Yeah.
I'll probably do that, because it's worth doing, because you can then have the have it in there. But obviously we need it might conflict, so you'd have to go into your own customize and turn that off.
Imagine what's going to come out of it. Do the wrong thing.
Yeah, otherwise it might give you two different things there. So so then I'm gonna create my social media post, which should be which should take into account what I've keyed in there. So this is another tip from Jonathan Moss. Originally, this is months and months ago, and I've been using it ever since. You tell ChatGPT what it is. So you are an expert copywriter specializing in writing engaging social media posts. And I'm telling it who it's for. So it's aimed at spiritual and light workers, without sounding like I'm selling. I need a social post to promote a getting started with AI Zoom class to help the attendees create information and to add value to their clients and potential clients. I want to say this class is completely free. Now I've got an ulterior motive, obviously. it's although as we were alluding to earlier, I want people to come onto the Zoom, but then I want to upsell them something else, but not directly during the meeting. But I mean, no, this is okay. You know, and I would edit this slightly, because I wouldn't use the term radiant beings because it's but I would edit that slightly, but it's there. And then if you did it for a different person, you'd get there. So that's using, have we lost someone, or is it oh, Jeff, we've lost. So if we're aiming,
Yes, he sent a message saying earlier you had to go.
Right, okay. So I was talking to him during that as well, because he was on the same webinar as I was yesterday. So but I will put a link sort of when we close the meeting, and on the I'll put a link to his full, because he spent an hour doing that same thing that I just did. So it was I thought it was quite good. So it's just that I know we spoke about personalities before, and creating the 16 personality thing, but the more, apparently, if you can do these other personality tests as well, it will give it more of a grounding into what you're actually like. So that's if you want. That's of course.
So you could actually combine all of them into it and just say,
Yeah,
this is who I am.
yeah. My Myers-Briggs is this. My Enneagram personality is this. My DISC personality is this. My Colby test score is this, and then it will build a picture of what you like. And then if you can say who your favorite authors are, and styles and things, that you can, there's nothing to stop you changing it, and then you can get it to sound like you. And basically that's what other people do. You can just submit, you can just write a blog in your own words. You can write, if you've got something you've written that you think, yeah, that's brilliant, you can put that in, say, if I've written this, can you extract my personality type, my style from this for future reference, put it into a code that you can then feed back in. So you don't have to do the personality test thing. And a lot of things, like I know sort of Now Site that Mike was talking about, that uses your input. So it's you input articles that you've written to create your personality type. So it is there are other ways of doing it, but you can do that as well if you want it to build a more complete picture of what you like, and you just keep changing that code that you're putting in. So it's I think it's quite useful, because obviously social media posting is going to become more important as time goes on, when we get the new Google creative generative search experience, or what it's called. So really. So yeah. So anybody got any thoughts on that?
I tried the 16 personalities the last time we discussed it, and that was quite interesting. I fed it into Bard, as it was then, and yeah, it's always quite yeah. But it'd be interesting to try the other platforms out there as well, to find out, you know, how much of a conflicted personality I've really got.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't sound impressed, Jane.
I was quite. I had a code, Simon. You know.
What was
So
it? Do you know?
yeah, I was trying to look for it as you were talking there, but I think I don't know. You know, no, I put it somewhere, but no, I don't know what it was. But yeah, it was okay. I'll do it again, and because I've just actually logged into Claude as well, so I'm going to have to play with that as well. Oh, what's AI tools? So exciting.
Yeah, yeah. No, Claude has come out on top out of all
Yeah.
the AIs at the moment, you know,
Mm,
till the next thing comes out.
mm,
I mean, a lot of things are based on ChatGPT. You'll find the third party, like Now Site, for instance, is based on ChatGPT, but ChatGPT will get back in front in about a month, you know, and then when they bring out the new, you know, ChatGPT 5 or something, and then
mm,
they'll then win on test. But they're all getting better all the time, so
mm.
there's not a lot to choose between them. I mean, I do
Yeah.
like complexity because of the
Mm. Yeah, I tried, but well, actually, funnily enough, when I was doing some sort of family research yesterday, and I've used Bard before, and it was yeah okay, but I did have a hallucination midway. It was really weird, but anyway, um, but in fact, Wikipedia was, you know, was the go-to on that occasion, not any of the AIs.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, you just use everything that you
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
There's a has anyone used avatars? I mean, I've only used them for fun. I mean, I've used them on a couple of social media posts, and I've just
I've got an avatar for my Yahoo thing, which when they came up, and I thought I'd just have it. And it's sort of doesn't look a bit like me at all. So it's just, but that was years ago.
yeah, yeah. But the one I've got, you know, I mean, Zoom have got avatars, but they're not very good. The ones that you put on there look nothing like you at all, you know. So you just pick the one that looks the least unlike you, you know, and it's and that's the best you can do. But but people use, like, talking heads is what I'm really talking about. So using talking head sort of videos, because it can be quicker once you've got the system set up, just to drop the text in and get this little avatar to speak. Don't know, I'm not a fan of them. I think you're better off people, because with posts and everything else, you've got to be relatable. So people with their natural sort of bumbling ways, I suppose, is less polished, because you can tell what it is. I'll show you one actually.
Oi.
There's
Sorry, wildcat there, Dave. My apologies.
okay. There's a let's just share the screen a second. There's one of the best text to speech is 11 Labs, and then I don't know if you've heard of 11 Labs and HeyGen. I mean, HeyGen do some really good sort of avatars and speeches, but 11 Labs will synthesize your own voice, so you can actually type in your own just type, and it will come out in your voice. So then if you use an avatar that's actually you, rather than if you use HeyGen, you can use a photograph of yourself to create the avatar, and then just type in the speech. Your voice is coming out, and you can use it in any language, and the mouth will move. You know, it will sync to the sounds of that particular language, and there are loads of different languages you can.
Unlike the Colgon advert.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're speaking Italian or something. Speech to speech history, but just I created a couple on 11 Labs, but I think it's good, but it's a bit boring. Like these went alongside blogs, so that's fine. But if you were doing it for like a YouTube video, which a lot of people do, it's boring, you know. So
Robert Owen stands as a beacon in the history of the cooperative movement, a testament to the power of progressive thought and action. His life's work transcended industrial reform, venturing into the realms of social justice.
the intonations are there, but I think it's all a bit mechanical. So so I'm not too.
I don't think is that supposed to sound like you, David?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
That's just a speech synthesis. I haven't actually. You have to use the paid for version, and I haven't bothered doing the paid for version yet. So if I don't even know how much they are, but there's okay. You got to be a creator, I think, to do a replica of your own voice. So it's the first month 50% off. Okay, so it's $22 a month, which is approximately 2 hours of audio. I suppose that's not too bad.
Do you think we might see a shift, like Steffi does, a shift to people getting these sort of things as pay as you go rather than committing to a monthly subscription to all sorts of things we have to buy into?
Yeah,
It has to move. It has to at some point.
Yeah, because if you're paying $20 for, or whatever it is, £20 for ChatGPT, and then Perplexity is £20. Poe, I'm interested in. I'll look at that, but that's £20 a month. There's quite a few, and they're all £20 a month. So most of us would just pick one, I think, and I'm picking ChatGPT at the moment because because of the GPTs, because of the extra stuff you get. But there's but they're all good in their own ways, you know. So it's not. I don't think what's happening there. Okay, so the other way you can create just a standard talking head with Canva for free. So I think has everyone got a Canva account? If you haven't, you just create one for free, and then let's create a design. I always do the landscape Facebook post. I use this size from blogs as well because I can just reuse the picture for Facebook as well and other things. So and then on the left here you'll see apps. So the D-ID is what I'm looking for. DID presenters. There are lots. If you just key in avatars, there are different ones. I've used this one as well, Deep Reel, which was okay. I did a LinkedIn post using it's actually that one there, but let's just let's go into this. you're allowed so many minutes a month for free. I think it's 5 minutes a month using the free account. So, but you can't use your own. You can use your own audio, it says, but I don't. It doesn't come out as it comes out as their audio, not as yours. So you've just got a talking head doing. It's just a presenter really doing the presenting for you. So so if we picked him, for instance, and hello, welcome to cool stuff. You can choose a language. There's a huge number of languages there. I want English, United Kingdom. I want a man's voice. So that's Ryan. Choose a style, cheerful or chat. That's cheerful. And let's preview.
Hello, welcome to AI the Cool Stuff.
So we need to put some punctuation in there.
Hello, welcome to AI the Cool Stuff.
Got space there. Okay, so now we want to.
What happens if you put several spaces in there?
Hello, welcome to AI the Cool Stuff.
Oh, it recognises it.
Ignores it. Yeah.
What if you put a comma in there, or
He'll then pause, so it'll say AI the cool stuff. So
okay.
Hello, welcome to AI the Cool Stuff.
so it does take a notice as punctuation. So it is quite good. Let's see if we can generate. Sorry.
This Canva gives you so much. Can you see a day where all of it's a bit like everyone gets hooked on it, that they suddenly say, right, you've all got to start paying something a little bit.
All right. Yeah. Oh, it says I've used up all my credits. So let's log out. And
Is it completely free?
yeah, Canva. No, there is stuff you get for free. You can have a free account and you can use stuff for free. But if you pay £10 a month for Canva, so let's connect to different. No, I don't want to do that. That's not work, is it? So it's because it wants me to
Do something.
yeah.
Buy more credits.
It's not letting me change my account to a different account.
Uh-huh.
I've already trialed this. Anyway, I'll just quickly explain what it is. You just you generate the presenter, and then you can just drag it into your picture here. I wonder, I must have some kicking around. Otherwise, I want to run out of credits or one. Yeah, because I used that one. That's one that I used. But then I put it in somewhere else to put in the subtitles. This was a LinkedIn post which used the same. I could upload my own. I uploaded my own avatar.
Come and join us for AI the Cool Stuff on Friday at 10. This week we'll be talking about avatars, AI chat bots, and social media posts.
So is that a video, David, or an avatar?
It's an avatar. So it's
It was a joke. It was a joke.
all right.
Whether you're a complete beginner or have experience, you will be welcome. It's
She was
a great opportunity to promote your business, share your knowledge, and learn some cool AI stuff.
I mean, she's a stock AI, but she definitely looks like an avatar, don't she? You know, she definitely looks like a fake person. So and then but this is, I think there's another version of this, and I'll put some music in the background. So
come and join us for AI the Cool Stuff on Friday at 10. This week we'll be talking about.
Yeah, I just put in some music on, some background music on the whole thing, which is something else Canva allows you to do.
Serious question: Why has the avatar got spectacles on? But if it's supposed to be you,
Because I wear glasses normally.
oh right, okay,
It's,
all right, okay, fine.
anywhere close to the screen, I don't. So it's yeah. This was created on Midjourney, which is another. That was created on Midjourney, which is another there. But you can create a free avatars. It's quite good. Are they doing it on Now site yet, Mike? You're on mute, by the way. You're on mute. We can't hear you.
Still on mute.
But
Blame the cat for that. Sorry, he was misbehaving. That's why I screamed. I apologise. Yeah. So yes, we have Eric AI as a standard feature now. We have Justin AI, which tells you all about Now site, everything you need to know. And we're having our own AIs coming in probably another month or so before they start coming in. But they're going to offer that as a service as well, part of the package.
because that's pretty good. I was going to get Steffi to talk about her chatbot. Have we seen her chatbot? I can let me just no. I'll show you a couple. There's one that I was looking at. I was looking at different chatbots, and they're really expensive. If you want a fully a proper chatbot that will do lots of things for you, they'll book in a meeting with Canva and things like that for you. The Canva with what's it called? My brain's not working properly this morning. It's cold. It'll book a meeting for you anyway with
Calendly.
That's it, Calendly. That's what I use all the time. That's why I can't remember it. So it will book in with Calendly for you. It'll do all sorts of things. Some of these chatbots. It'll redirect your page for you and things like that. So that is something I want to look into. Steph is quite good, and it's free. So I mean, if you want a basic chatbot, it's let me just log into this is the PCM. If you go into your AI, it looks slightly different. I use it as a contact manager as well. So if we go into your AI, we've got chatbots. Only take a second. I just show you one. Just a little one for Peppercorn, and all you do, you just drop in some text. So and that's all I've got in there. So I've got, I don't know how many, I think you're allowed 4,000 characters, which is about 600, 700 words. It will work with more than that, but it slows it down apparently. But I hadn't noticed anything slowing down. So, and it's from that amount of information, it seems to, I'll tell it when the next meetings are, I'll tell it, how can I find details of my subscriptions? How to get access out of there, how to contact you. I've got my contact details at the top, and that's it. And that's all you have to do. And then you just put in a little bit of code onto your website. And then I think we've shown this before, haven't we? So and then it just appears down the bottom here. Yeah, it just appears down the bottom there. So how do I contact you? And it should okay. Peppercorn. Sometimes it leaks into the real world though with this API. So how do I look after geraniums? I've got no idea if it's going to be there, but I keyed in a random question before, and it told me how to do it. So it's oh, there you go.
Oh, wow.
No, this is not in my database. Here are some tips. One, watering. Well-drained soil. Make sure you don't overwater them. Check toppage of soil is only.
So David, with this, you've as it were given it some preloaded responses to certain
Yes.
questions.
Yeah.
But for for the care of geraniums, it would go out and look for something somewhere on the web.
Yeah.
Or
Normally, it can. It's supposed. Excuse me. Steph is still developing this, so it's we sort of know about these things, but the but it kind of leaks out occasionally. It seems to be like how do I questions seem to leak out into the real world. Whereas if you ask something else, it may say, this is not, I can't answer that question right now. Here's get in touch via email and we'll be happy to address your query, you know. So if it's something, it normally does that and it's supposed to do that. But this one's sort of broken free and it's kind of it's gone rogue and it's kind of it will give you it has answered my question, to be fair. I mean it's I did ask it how do you grow geraniums, but you wouldn't go on to peppercorn.biz and ask how you grow. It'd be unusual for someone to key that in. It's, but it's obviously it's got those details. The one that I'm going to share my screen. I'll tell you how I get on with this because I haven't actually done any work with it yet. But it's a botpress.com. It looks really you can have 5 chatbots for free with hardly any limits. And it's and it looks pretty good. It looks like a little bit more work. Let's see if it looks like a little bit more work creating the bot. It's not a matter of just dropping in there, but I would okay, just skip this. Let's say this. I would put a beginner developer, but AI agent, I guess. Okay, so you create your bots and then you but you can add in sitemaps from your website and things like that, and it will pick up if you've got a sitemap. I mean, most of us have got sitemaps on the website, but I mean so you can add those in and it will pick up all the information from there. You can add in other sort of documents as well. And then as well as building a flowchart and what questions you want it to ask on what you want to do. So it seems to be the best of all worlds. It looks like a little bit more work, but it does lots of things. You can have links in there. And like I said, it can go off and make appointments for you and things like that. Look at your diary. And it's so I think it's that's something I think is going to be quite something I'll be looking at seriously, because that's something I could sell. You know, at the moment with Steph is I just give it away. Do you want to try all this out because it's not perfect, but it's it will give people answers, and a lot of people are happy to try that. Some people are not. So I think that's I think bot press is something I'll definitely be having a look at a bit more.
Be great lead gen for you, because a lot of the people who want sort of WordPress sites and can't man them very well, you just sort of put that in there as like a lead generation exercise and then build it up from then.
Yeah. It's the same as WP Zip. There were 2 others came out last week as well. Different. One of them has got its own page builder, so you have to keep it with them, so they're making the money. They're giving you the website for free in effect, but you've still, these websites like Zip, they're not perfect when they come out. There's still quite a bit of work to do afterwards. So I think a lot of people would be, although they'd be impressed by the fact they took some of the donkey work out, it still needs a lot of needs a little bit of knowledge to actually refine the website and make it work properly, you know.
It took me a few minutes to build the initial Zip WP site that I played with.
Yeah.
And then I went to migrate it across to the hosting. And I was looking at an old video on how they used to recommend doing it with all-in-one migration, which is no longer free. So I went down this 3-hour rabbit hole of trying to get that working under an old version, and then discovered there was a completely different way they described to migrate them now.
All right. Okay. Yeah. 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 Well, actually, all-in-one migration, I do have the
old version.
I have the but I bought it like 7 or 8 years ago. And it still works. It's still updating. So I paid 25 quid for the premium version, and the plugin's still updating. So
that's good.
It's a bargain, really, because you can move websites sort of any size. I think you limit to 50 megs, aren't you, on the free version or something?
Yeah, they use, I can't remember what it was. They use something else now to recommend to migrate it, which was actually really easy.
Yeah. It's all good stuff. Okay, well, thanks for coming along, guys.
Thank you.
I'll catch you up. I've not been firing on all cylinders today.
It's okay to have a drink on a Friday.
It is, yeah.
Just a Friday, blimey.
I'm gonna stop the recording.